Rain doesn't get enough credit. I mean, think about it. Rain is responsible for good moments in life. Rain is also responsible for bad moments in life. If you had a choice, would you want rain around? I know we need it for crops and to help grow vegetables, and we know all of that, but pushing that to the side, if you had the choice to have rain or not in your life, what would you choose? Again, rain is good for some things. Rain can get you a ride when you don't have a car. Rain is also good for sex, kissing, cuddling, movies. It's also bad, though, for kissing, sex, movies. Think about The Matrix. Think about, what was another, any horror movie, any type of movie that has rain in it. It's always like represented in a bad light or represented as the climax of that movie. It has to be some type of rainstorm and two guys are looking at each other, or women, and they're all breathing hard and the rain's hitting them, and it's like the final showdown. I don't want to take that approach. I'll stick with sex. Dear Love, episode 14. If you sat in a room and someone asked you, when was your first kiss? Would you be able to tell them? Some of you might say, yeah. Okay, let's get even deeper. What if they said, do you remember where you had your first kiss? Okay. What about remembering the weather, the day, the time, the clothes you had on? Could you still answer? Probably not. I'm one of those guys who really don't remember exactly what I had on, but I could tell you where I was, and I can tell you the weather. And of course, it was raining. I was at my dad's. My first kiss was with a friend. That's the thing, too. Like, is your first kiss usually with a boyfriend or a girlfriend? From my experience, the first kiss is always with a friend or experimenting with someone you've known for a very long time. And this is where we get into the same-sex kissing and stuff like that. Not saying I did that. I'm just saying in general, especially for women. There I go being biased. But I never forget, it was this girl named Ashley. And we were real cool. You know, we went to school together and everything. And I don't even know what caused us to really kiss. She was a game head, so we used to play the game together. Like, we were so cool to the point where our parents didn't mind us chilling. It wasn't like we weren't thinking about no type of, sex or anything like that. We were just friends. She came over, we chilling on the porch, and a thunderstorm happens. She's afraid of thunderstorms. And it's going to seem like a movie. She's scared. She gets closer to me and we're just talking about life and sports and different games coming out. And we just look at each other. And I don't know if something sparked or what it was, but every time I see a movie with this type of scene, I understand it. So we looked at each other and it was raining and the thunder was kicking in. And we leaned in and we kissed. Okay, I just made all that shit up. I'm sorry. This all was made up. But really, can you really remember the craziest stuff you've done while it was raining? I mean, I can. I've done so much crazy shit in the rain. I'm talking about from streaking to, when I was driving, splashing people on the streets. Just all type of just negative stuff, man. And I don't know. It was an experience. Rain for me is an excellent thing. The only thing I don't like about rain is when you're dressed. You want to get your flyest when you step outside. And if you got those nice shoes on, nice outfit, and it just pours down raining. Now you got to get like a super plastic bag outfit to put over your whole body. Now you look like a big ass trash bag walking around. And I'm just not really into my clothes being messed up. I remember I used to wear white shoes and my jeans would bleed on my all white shoes. I had a moment. That's the worst feeling. For it to just rain, for it to rain and then the jeans bleed right onto your shoes. And you just be like, man, I just wasted my fucking money, man. But rain, again, does have some good things. I have kissed in the rain before. Do I remember if that was my first kiss? No. Sex in the rain is beautiful. Maybe it's an experience. Maybe it's just something different, and that's why we tend to be more loving when it rains or more cuddly. You know, your girl always want to move closer when it's raining, and it's like, I know what time it is now. As soon as that rain kick in, you just look over like, hey, you know what we about to do, right? But I did have a friend named Ashley, and she was a super game head, and we were cool, but we never kissed, you know. But rain, even, remember being at school when it rained, recess, you like, oh man, it didn't ruin my day. Now you got to go in and read books. Who wants to read, right? And the reason I say who wants to read is because, okay, you go in from recess to read a book. And what's the first thing that the book says if it's a horror book? It was one stormy night. It's like, come on, man. Like, Jesus, I just had to come from outside because of this shit. Now I got to come in and read about a stormy night. But that's when you're a kid. Growing up, rain really changes you mentally, I believe. Rain kind of opened up my creative juices when it came to writing. And man, I've wrote some of my best material in the rain. I've did a lot of stuff in the rain. You ever get on the phone with well, in my case, a girl? You know, you just meet a girl and it's one of those rainy nights and you just want to get on the phone and you put on your little sexy voice to try to win them over. And the rain gives you like that extra confidence. I know I'm not the only weird one like that. It's like I used to be in like the basement. So I'd be in the basement on the phone, chilling, beat her on in some shorts, and it's raining outside. It just gives me like a boost of confidence. And again, I don't know if that's from watching movies or just the way rain has been represented. It's funny, like touching back on that good and bad with rain, and I say the way it's been represented. Again, rain helps things grow. But rain also, in some instances, shows death. When you see graveyards in certain movies or a graveyard scene, think about a movie. Isn't it always raining and thunderstorming? But then you get certain movies where it's raining and it's a scene about making love. So it's like, which is it? Do you sit in the rain? And I don't mean like in the rain, getting rained on. I mean like if you have like a front porch or staring out of your window, that's what I mean, sitting in the rain. Like, do you sit in the rain? And if you do sit in the rain, do you talk to it sometimes? Again, like my writing, I've had my best conversations with the rain. Let's say it's raining, I would say like, should I really talk to this girl? Should I really write this song down? Or should I really do this, really do that? And why does rain make us so tired? You ever wonder that? As soon as it starts raining, you just instantly get tired. That happens to me like all the time. I could be fully energetic. As soon as it starts raining, yep, well, that's about all I got, folks. Time to lay it down. Rain is a special thing that I think we take advantage of. Well, I think we take advantage of a lot of stuff, but rain, like now when you think about rain, what really comes to mind to you? Because again, I could sit back and just think about a lot of stories that happen in the rain. I remember again with the splashing somebody, I'm not going to say I meant to splash them, It was kind of like they were just in the way while I was driving. Does that sound about right? It's when I first started driving, one of those stories again. I turned the corner. I didn't even see the people, but it's just, to me, I like seeing the water like splash up. And maybe I just felt like revenge for all the times I was walking and somebody splashed me. Or I was standing at the bus stop and it wasn't the enclosed ones. It was just the one with the little stick in the ground. Like I'm taking over this little part of the street and I got splashed. Now, when you splash the person, wouldn't it be like common courtesy to like stop and say, I'm sorry? I mean, I know I wet your clothes and everything, but maybe I should stop and say sorry. I've never stopped and said sorry, by the way, even though I feel like you should. But nobody ever said sorry to me. I mean, can you imagine walking? First of all, I'm caught in the rain, so I'm already upset. And you have the audacity to drive by and splash me even more. And it wasn't just like the regular splash. It was one of those splashes where it was high and you kind of look up and you like in slow motion like, no, one of those. And you get hit and then you automatically look around to see if people notice that you got hit. And then if they did, you kind of just act like you didn't. One day I just want to stand in the rain as Beethoven plays in the background and just look up in the sky and just think about life. I'm lying. So look, I one day I was out and I was at the mall. It was raining like, well, it wasn't raining when I got to the mall, but it was raining like crazy. Once we got there, I went to buy some shoes and everybody thought I was crazy. Tell me, have you ever done this? I put on, like I said, the little like bag joints so you don't mess your shoes up. Who wouldn't do that? So all my friends like, come on, man, we ain't nobody about to wait. Ain't nobody about to. Dude, I'm strapping my shoes in these bags because I don't want my shoes to get messed up. It's like everybody wants to kick it when it's raining outside. Then you mad when I like want to cover my shoes up that I spent my money on. Then there's love making. Love making is beautiful when it's raining. And I know because I've seen the movies. Can you imagine making love on a rooftop with the rain coming down? First of all, would you want to do that? A lot of people want to have sex or make love in the rain. But is there certain like clothes requirements? Like, are we going to catch a cold? Is it going to like rain real hard, or do you want to do like the light drizzle sex? Like, does it have to be like full blown thunderstorm while we're out here? Are you gonna be mad if your hair get wet? Are you gonna be mad if I do a certain move while it's raining? I mean, it just got to be some type of rules to rain sex. I mean, somebody let me know. Somebody help me out because I don't know. But it has to be some type of rules to it. I just can't see anyone just saying, are you ready? All right, let's go. And then we walk outside hand in hand with your toenails out. I just can't. I can't see that. I see clothes on, maybe a towel. And then like, how long is rain sex? Like if we're out there in the elements, like is it in the woods where a bear could come along? If we outside, are we going to see like a little stray dog or stray cat run up on us? Like I need to know these things because if I'm going to be out here in the rain, I need to know if I need to bring my polo boots or something with the bags on them just because I don't want us to be in trouble. No, I'm kidding. I think everybody should experience making love in the rain. It might inspire you to write your next R&B album. Dear Love, T. Shaw, I'm out of here.